Hello and welcome. It is time to go over my Mecha Lupine hunting experiences and numbers from the last Imperium snowbase event on Cyrene. The event ended on March 8th, 2024. However, as is usual for me, it took me a while to get around to turning it all into a video or two, although I did publish some shorts on related stuff recently. Anyway, this will be a few minute video where I will talk about the numbers and overall loot I had, as well as my general impressions of the event. I will give you a hint here in the introduction though. I quite enjoyed this event despite the fact I was not able to hunt bigger Mecha Lupines this time, because I sold my ghost armor and 5B plates combo a while back. Having that much protection at hand was not good for my pet card, as mobs out of my budget range were way too tempting to hunt. I think selling the armor was a good idea, as these smaller mobs seem to like me way more than more expensive monsters. Besides, I have enough hit points and evade now to sometimes hunt stuff that's too big for my pet card anyway, especially when I buy one of those bigger Air Matrix rifles and combine it with one of those nice limited mayhem amps for some ungodly DPS. Ungodly DPS for me, at least, as an average mid-level player, I mean. Compared to actual Ubers, I am still a small boy. And speaking of me still being a small fry, I must announce that this event was one where Luteus and his lovely wife, Miss Luteus, forgot that I am supposed to be their bugger toy. I actually made a small profit hunting those Gen 0 Mecha Lupines. That was a breath of fresh air compared to the usual backdoor action my pet card receives during most events and hunts in general. I cycled through 3578 ped with my combustive attack nano chip 6 and hero's sword. I had mayhem mind force amplifier gamma on my chip and trauma 4 on my sword. Those limited mayhem amps for mind force chips are really nice, and I rarely use my combustive chip without one. They last a long time and are usually fairly cheap for what they provide on top of the base weapon. Anyway, my TT return from the event was 3730 ped and 92 pack. That makes my hunt a TT profit of 152 ped and 92 pack, which is nice, although I did lose much more hunting Penelions for my Penelion project series not so long ago. But who knows, maybe I will get a better result on those when I go hunting them with this weapon combo instead of just grinding them with the sword. I will see someday soon. I plan to do more hunts on Penelions next time I have enough free time and the will to actually play Entropia Universe properly. Right now I am mostly just sweating weak Penelions down in the cave on my old computer while I work and do other stuff on my main PC. Oh, by the way, my markup from Lupines was 32 ped and 10 pack. That is not much, but I have not looted any pristine droplets and have not sold my skill juices, as I plan to use those someday in the future for my own skilling. As far as loot composition goes, most of my loot was in shrapnel and other assorted common dung that I converted into universal ammo and nano cubes respectively. The cream of the crop were those nice skill gain juices that come in 30, 50 and 100% skill gain bonus variants for 1 hour, as well as few of those 5-hour juices from the repeatable mission to take down the boss Lupine. As I mentioned earlier, I have not sold any of those skill juices. My plan is to use them for some extra juicy skill gain when the opportunity presents itself, so most likely I will gulp them down like the thirsty facehugger that I am when I go hard into some random event with weapons at my level. I will not use them on hunts with my regular gear that is below my level and fairly low on DPS in comparison with what I can actually use now. Or maybe I will eventually decide to sell off those 100% kegs of liquid goodness, as they seem to have really nice markup, and I will only keep the other ones. If that happens, I will add the markup to some future hunt or to the hunting log overall. By the way, this is basically the first video in my new hunting log series of videos where I will document all my hunts from now on. All the hunts other than ones on Penelions, as those have their own video series. I think I will eventually add in the results from Penelions to the totals in this hunting log series, but not in this first episode. Anyway, I will add all these videos into a new hunting log list, but I am probably not going to name them in a standardized manner. I will give them names based on however I felt that morning. Keeping track of how many episodes I already published in a series is something that I usually struggle with, so bugger that in the asshole with a combi bow head. To conclude, Luteus was kind to me this event. I made a small profit and had an overall pleasant hunting experience while I watched random stuff on YouTube and random poop nuggets on HBO Max. I am just kidding, what I watched on HBO was mostly enjoyable as well. I watched the movie Sisu and really liked it. I did watch few episodes of the Winchester's TV series too though, and those were middling at best. To be honest, they were the actual poop nuggets compared to the first few seasons of Supernatural. I do not think I will keep watching this new series and instead will rewatch Supernatural. Anyway, back to the actual Imperium snowbase event in Entropia. I quite like this event whenever it is opened. Previous one gave me decent returns too, although back then I still had my ghost armor and plates, and I was doing the Gen 2, 3 and 4 lupines. Either way, I am already looking forward to the next opening of this instance, whenever that will be. I have already decided that I will come back to Cyrene as soon as I find out about it, just like I did this time around. And I will hopefully spend way more time hunting then, as I fell sick early into this event and hunted way less than I originally wanted to. Still, I put in somewhere between 6 and 8 hours, most of them after the worst of the illness had passed. I am sure I wanted to talk about some other stuff in addition to what I touched upon here. However, as is usual for me, my brain started to wander and I completely forgot what the other stuff was. It happens to me a lot. Many a video idea went the way of the dodo, like that, and lots of things went unspoken in my past videos. Perhaps I should start taking notes before I continue writing so that I can go back to those disappearing ideas once I am done with whatever tangent I went on. Anyway, thank you for watching and good luck out there. Please do peck that like button hard enough to make Miss Luteus proud and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.